Thank you so much for joining me for this Pick a Card reading on this 11/11 special day. And I would like to start with just some of the regular rate Rider Tarot deck cards and go from there. We'll see what kind of reading this ends up being. I don't have one in mind at the moment, just for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine as guided. Okay, Divine Feminine, and give a couple more cards for Divine Feminine. I hope everyone is doing well, and I thank you for joining me. Pull some for Divine Masculine as well. I'm going to do a couple cards here as clarifier for these first ones here. Okay, well, my deck is actually upside down, so these really go forward. All of them are upside down. It shouldn't be that way. Although I do read them in their reverse form as well. Clarifiers here. Let's see what kind of story gets put together. Divine Feminine starts off with right over here, 9 of Pentacles. So we know that 9 is a time for completion. Pentacles is a fire energy. In the astrological signs of Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. And it looks like she's focusing on money at the moment and her career, making money. Showing herself a lot of self-love. She's gone through the reflection stage and taken action, and now seeing the fruits of her labors and ready for renewal. See, Divine Masculine, that was cool. I pulled that out for him. And I'll put that over here because it's for him. Actually, that's for her. So this is for him. And so she's ready for renewal and starting a new a new cycle, renewal, possibly new ventures, new jobs, new love, and okay, she's got 5 here of Cups. 5s is about change. Oops. Time of change. Oh, that was upside down. We're going to change that one. So she's looking back at the things that she's done and looking forward to new ventures and ideas for the future. Put him over here. Okay, and then she's got, so first was 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 9 of Swords. So she's, actually healing from all of the turmoil in her life, the pain, and, completing her shadow work towards this renewal process that she's going through. A good job, Divine Feminine, working on yourself and ridding yourself of things of the past, taking the learnings and leaving what's in the past to no longer haunt you. She takes on her King of Swords role. She's thinking very logically, cutting out anything that does not bring her joy, respect, love, no longer tolerating relationships that do not benefit her. And then we have the Tower for her. So out with the old, in with the new. We sometimes see that as a bad card, but it's like everything is now crumbling, the old for the new to be restored. So I see that as a really good card. And of course it is, because then we've got the Emperor, Queen now of Pentacles, right? She was at 9, now she's at Queen. Okay, so now she's definitely gotten to the point of attainment, completion, fulfillment, and renewal that she was looking for. She's very wise, very intuitive, using her divine masculine and divine feminine that she has integrated. And now she is looking to her inner intuition for guidance instead of things on the outside. So that is a very good thing. And not only does she have King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, but she has King of Pentacles. So these are all very good cards for Divine Feminine. Very integrated here, very much in her power, stepped fully into her power, healed. See the green? Very much healed and focused, and embarking upon new journeys that are going to reward her greatly, especially in the aspect of finances. And I pulled a Mary Magdalene, unconditional love for her. Love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. Like I said, she is loving herself so that she can gain renewal. She can, eventually loving herself and living her purpose and focusing on herself will attract the right vibration that when her soulmate does come upon her, she will then be able to be at that vibration, that resonance, that frequency that he recognizes. And he also should be working on himself, and they will both recognize each other's frequencies when they meet. She is now seeing beauty in all things at one and having unity consciousness with that divine universal love card. And let me see if there is any advice here for the Divine Feminine in her journey here in the next week. Okay, so see, this is today, 11/11, 12, 13, 14th, really start cutting things out. 15, it all just crumbles to the ground for renewal. Everything is now burnt out, down to the ashes, now to be reborn like a phoenix. She's in her power with a divine feminine and masculine fully integrated and feeling fulfillment and having much success in her business, her job, and her pursuits, and having unconditional love. Okay, 2 more for Divine Feminine. 1, 2. So for her, we have clearing, peace, and reflect. So she is going through that clearing process I spoke of, taking the lessons and leaving the pain. Okay. And she has the peace card. So she's embracing her shadow self, loving her inner child, loving herself, giving time to herself, and making sure that she's always in a state of peace by loving herself in all things. And not having to know all the answers, right? Because like I said, she's now coming from a place of intuition. And so she doesn't have to know all the answers. She's now just going, making her choices, knowing that there's divine time, divine order, and that she is fully protected and guided. And that brings her peace. And she gets the reflect card. Keep your eyes open. Okay. Joy lives in small places. So when you have unconditional love, it's for all things, for all people. So she takes time to reflect every day, and that's how she keeps her soul happy and having joy, seeing beauty in all things, staying positive. So good job there. Okay, for Divine Masculine here. 22 is the number. 2 and 2 is 4, so he's working on balance. And, trying to integrate also divine feminine and masculine and not live from duality anymore. He's at a crossroads trying to make a decision at this point in time, a choice, possibly in partnership. Should I move forward and offer a cup? Should I move forward in this new business venture? So really working on balance. And let's see, he's got Page of Wands and 2 of Cups. And that 2 of Cups is actually in the reverse. But he also has the 2 of Pentacles and the World, the Fool, Death, the Moon, and 4 of Pentacles. So, with people think of Death card as being bad, regardless of what he's going through, maybe being, having doubts and fears of the choices that he needs to make, looking upon his choices in kingdom and trying to make a decision where he should go, what he should do, what venture he should take upon, if he should offer that cup to his soul, his divine counterpart, for balance again and choice. Also for me, 1 and 1 symbolizes, divine time and order for me. He's wondering, should I take a leap of faith? And then he does, because he puts to rest all these fears here and decides that he's going to face his fears, face the unconscious and the unknown, and feel the emotions, feel it to heal it. He knows that he has to feel things so he can heal them. With the Moon card, it's perfect because tomorrow's the new moon, and perfect time for this portal of 1111 to shine light upon these things here that are in the darkness or in the unconscious or in the shadows, so to speak. So I'm very proud of these divine masculines who are deciding to face their fears. And let's see what cards we have here for advice. One. And so, I mean, he's also looking at his ventures, right? And not quite yet decided on them. You know, he will, though, once he rids of his fears and finds out the unconscious block sabotage in him that will bring him to the attainment of his goals. Looks like he's also working on career and money at the moment. And 4 also stands for stability, so he's trying to manifest and create stability and structure and foundation for himself, probably for his divine counterpart also. So that's really great. You know, he may be having fears. He doesn't have all the tools, you know, to proceed or to succeed, but all that gets put to rest. You know, something's holding him back, and he's willing now to face the fears and do what he needs to do to attain all of his goals and dreams. I pulled them in this order. He's got a lot more here, probably because he has a lot more of the fears to address in the subconscious. So like I said, there's the card of choice. He's working on choices that he's not sure of, right? That he's fearful of. So he's reconsidering a commitment at the time, and you know, deciding what choices he should make. And I think he's ready to step up and start making the choices that will get him closer to his goals and to his dreams. So yeah, that choice card confirms things. Friendship. So he may be, you know, starting to get out of isolation mode or reflection mode, and, you know, start looking to friends for support, you know, and love, and looking to his twin flame, you know, seeing that she's possibly growing, and seeing the beauty in her and realizing that she reflects him. And if she's doing great and she's beautiful, and then he must be too. So we need our friends, and they give us love. They mirror the love. They mirror the love that we give them, and show the love in ourselves. And then we have self-respect. So obviously, one of those unconscious fears that he had was regarding his self-worth, and now it's bringing to light, you know, that he's the best choice of what's right. You know, he no longer needs outside people to tell him what is best for him. He's looking in, also within his intuition, his higher self, to source, God. And yeah, that's the best place to look for your respect is from within, not from without, from the outside. So that's really big, you know, that's a really big step for divine masculine. You know, and it shows here the world. I mean, the world's upside down. The world face up is what you want. But this one is a good card too. It just shows that, you know, he's bringing closure to all the personal issues that he had so that he can have this world card and turn it back upside down. You know, he's still emotionally attached to the past and relationships and wanting to move on, you know, dreaming of the day, you know, that he can realize all of his dreams and you know, wanting to just embrace where he's at now, you know, with the moon card. He'll start to embrace his shadow self himself, and you know, and then start to take action of this, as this next card shows. And so this just shows that he is bringing closure to all of the things that were holding him back. So that's really good sign and a really good card. He's really looking towards the steps that he needs to take action on, this card shows, and going to take action. So he may not have been taking the action he needed, and now he's actually going to start taking action after he puts to death all those fears and faces them, and, you know, starts gaining self-respect and loving himself. And, you know, he's putting his actions in alignment with the goals that he wants. Okay. And when he does that, well, I mean, he's definitely going to manifest the things that he wants to manifest. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I mean, you know, Page of Wands. Wands is also a fire sign, and they're all about action, and they're all about, you know, passion, determination, you know. This could be a Aries, it could be Leo, it could be Sagittarius, or somebody with a fire spirit, you know, and just showing that he's, you know, growing in his spirituality and his creativity, and, you know, gaining strength and wanting expansion. Someone who's very warm and charismatic, very driven type of a person, you know. But the negative aspects, you know, of this fire sign is like illusions, egotistical behavior, impulses, lack of direction and purpose, you know, feeling meaningless. So it can be a destructive force, but it also can be a force for good. And it looks like he turns that around here with this death card and the moon. So that is really good that he's now on his journey, you know, to find his lost self, you know, and call in all the parts of himself that were fragmented, that went away, you know, when he was trying to cope with life. That's kind of sometimes what happens. So he can call in all his parts, all his soul fragmentations. And, you know, guidance. Guidance is a good card. Always to ask for guidance. So he may be, you know, asking for wise counsel, definitely from within, though, right? Like I said, the divine will meet his needs. And I think he's realizing that if I follow this intuition, I can have, you know, attain all the goals that I want to attain and have that fulfillment I want in my love life, in my money, in my career, and just really taking back, like, your power. Okay. And as we can see here, he does have achievements. So, you know, we got the Four of Pentacles. So he has now achievement. He has this achieving stability in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days from now. Really starting to not just take action, but now to achieve, you know, because of the action he's taken. Achieve the stability and manifest stability and found the foundation that he was searching for, you know. So that pretty much, I mean, wraps it up, you know. He's trying to balance, you know, again, going back to balancing. He's really, you can see he's even balancing on his head, you know, and, you know, Aries are very loving, and so they're very giving, but they're also holding on to some of their money so that they can offer, you know, whatever it is they're saving for their divine union. You know, maybe it's a ring, maybe it's a honeymoon, maybe it's just, you know, whatever achievements that they have, you know, but they're saving money, you know, so they can have whatever they want. Can go anywhere, can do anything, you know. Spend time with friends and family on vacations, you know, and not be, you know, stuck or anything like that. Just freedom, you know, freedom to achieve whatever it is they want to achieve. And then the last card here says silence. Silence is good self-care. So, you know, there's a difference between being isolated and then taking a moment of silence. So I think he's going to be balanced in that, you know, getting out more and enjoying life, but taking time also just to be silent and spend time with himself, you know, and continue to do the things, fill up his cup to do the things that he, you know, wants to do, and to continue to have this stability, investments, and just steadily increase, you know, his net worth. So very good reading for divine masculine, divine feminine there. And then let's see, I think we should end there, but I'll pick up an energy card just to end here. Energy for today. And energy for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days from now. Divine masculine. Yeah, so, you know, maybe he's not seeing the possibilities right now. Okay. He's keeping himself stuck, right, in a garden, even though the door, you know, there's got the key around his neck. He can get out from wherever he's feeling stuck from. He can get out of this garden, and then deciding here, you know, they may have communication problems, you know, with this card. 2 + 4 is 6. So, you know, maybe not communicating properly or with the right person, or not finding the right solutions, not having harmony, and trying to adjust, you know, feeling stuck. But after, you know, the death card and facing his fears and taking action and getting stability, you know, now we've got, you know, a number 6 card. He is feeling, you know, harmony, and adjusted. There's contracts that will be going his way. Divine feminine. Oh, and there's a scale, so he's balanced. And now there's blindfold, so he's going off of pure intuition. His heart is pure. They're wearing white there. So he's done some healing, and everything is going to be going his way now. So energy for divine feminine today, 11/11. And for divine feminine, 8 days from now. Yeah, so we have 8 and 9 is 8 and 1 is 9. Again, there may be, you know, some healthy anxiety, you know, it's nothing major, you know, just kind of like, what's my next move, kind of thinking, am I making the right move? And then just tapping into intuition again. Every time she thinks, you know, am I doing things right? Oh, follow my guidance. And, you know, then, you know, 7-8 days from now, you know, she's got the angel of balance. So now she's really balanced and there's no anxiety anymore. And now she's, you know, reflected enough and cleared enough that now she has peace. So thank you again for being here. I hope you enjoyed this reading for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Great job, and we'll see you on the next video.